You know, like doing.
Next is discuss previously escaped taxation. Chad's gonna call the board attorney. I got out able to make it today. He can explain this to us.
Hey, Town. Town.
Called on me. Which one is this?
Escaped taxation.
That we discussed previously.
So this is the one involving the penalties and interest. And, you know, after doing some further research and looking at it, you know, Mrs. Dunham has requested that y'all impose penalties and interest. Mr. Morrison had requested that y'all waive the penalties and interest. You know, at this point in time, the AG opinions are conflicting as to what to do. Y'all have to make a decision about this. That particular order that I prepared for y'all would be one which would deny the request for a waiver of penalties and interest.
That's what you recommend.
Based upon the current AG opinions out there, that's what I would recommend.
Okay. All right.
Is there a motion to deny?
To deny.
Yes.
Make a motion.
Motion by Steve,
I'll second it.
second by CJ. All in favor? Motion carried. Next on the agenda is authorize the transfer of funds from the Health Foundation Fund to the E911 Commission Fund in the amount of $206,000 and amend the budget accordingly.
My motion.
Motion by Sam.
That's it.
Second by CJ. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is approval of school bus turnaround.
You got that.
I did. So Sunday. Okay, this is located at the end of Springdale Avenue in Myrtle. So street address just says end of Springdale Avenue.
I'll make a motion.
Can't read that.
Motion by Chad,
Second.
second by Steve. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is approval of MDA request for cash for LRC MS-21383 Martintown Industrial Park.
I'm making a motion.
Motion by CJ,
Second.
second by second. All in favor? We've already looked at the proposals for the engineering and grade administrative consultant. This is to review proposals and grade for proposals for the engineering and grade administrator consultant for West Virginia Water Association grant. Public hearing to be held tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Motion. Second.
The motion by Steve,
Second.
second by Sam. All in favor? Motion carried.
Yeah, that's what I think.
This one's for you, it's not, it's at least your administrator.
This was just telling me, I'm sorry. We need to select that to me. That's right.
We had one person, one company, Cook Hoggins Engineering Incorporated, was the only engineers that put in a proposal. And we approved them on their qualifications, experience, and capacity. So they got the engineering job.
These two are for administration fees.
Which one is that?
Yeah, Jack Britt.
We had two for the administrative services, Jack Griffin and Associates, and ASI Government LLC. And we felt as though Jack Griffin has already been working with them on this, and that he would be the both qualified to do the job.
Let's do that one motion.
We are doing a motion.
So you're
Got
still
a
making the
motion, a
motion.
second, then we'll take that, Britt. Thank you, Carter. Thanks for talking. Listen, we ain't closed all that up.
And the public hearing for the
Yeah, we got the whole, card.
Yeah, that's what I-
We did the motion in a second before I said that, but it's all good. Next is approval of grant agreement with DEQ of illegal dump cleanup in the amount of $17,077.82. That's over your area, yeah?
No, that's,
No.
That's a grant we do
It's
every
just
year.
a grant, it's a grant.
I got enough more.
this is, we gotta get this every year if we gotta dump somewhere. Clean up, we've got the funding to clean it up.
Okay.
I make a motion though.
Motion carried.
second.
Second, Sam. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is Chancellor Clerk items. Approval of budget comparison report for March 2025.
I reviewed it with voluntary if it's all good. And,
Yeah, no, everything was good, well,
yes.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion by CJ,
Second.
second by Steve. All in favor? Motion carried. Next, we have circuit clerk items. Approval of court pay for grand jury April 16th through 18th.
Make a motion.
Looking to Sam,
Second.
Sam, Chad. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is approval of the order for court reporters pay increase for circuit court.
This is an order, it's setting the salary for the court reporter. They have not received a salary increase in, I think it's 16 years, 18 years, several years. So they're getting an increase. Now, this is for the Third Circuit Court. And my first district chancery has not sent me one, but they're gonna be getting an increase for chancery as well. We just haven't received the order for it yet.
I'll make a motion.
But this is gonna be our portion for the circuit court. We're paying 15% of the whole total for each of the court courts that they
How
have.
much increase they get?
Well, it says on there somewhere, or it's just got a
It doesn't
percentage.
say, it just has percentage. Wait, well. Their increase, it said $76,800 per year.
Oh, well, it was, you don't remember, because we pay it
It was
pro
about,
rata share.
it was about 60 or 62,000 they were making, so now they're up at 76,800 per year.
Union County pays what?
And Union County pays 15% of that.
So that's passed on.
Yes,
Yeah,
every
Right.
piece. That's correct. Like I said, Chancery.
It wasn't from a judge, it was from the,
No, it was for the judge. The judge signed off on it. The senior court judge, Kelly Luther, signed off on it for his district. So each of the districts will be doing this.
I'll make a motion.
It's effective July 1, I think.
Yes, it'll be effective July 1, and just expect one from Chancery when they get it to me. Chad, was that you?
Yeah, but
I'll second.
See, second by CJ. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is, medical examiner fees. Approval of payment for coroner invoice 7. I looked at it, have y'all looked at
I'll
it?
look out. I'll make a motion.
Motion by Danny,
Second.
second by Steve. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is road department items. Authorize emergency purchase for repairing 3-phase breaker box at Central Main. Storms,
Right there, right there. I'm gonna make a motion.
blew all that out. Second. Motion by CJ, second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carried.
Yeah, Randy, we're gonna turn it into insurance. You're a little fine.
Insurance plan gonna cut us off.
Yeah, probably would.
I'm ready for tornadoes to coming through this joint.
Chad.
Okay.
Okay.
Next is discuss culvert quotes.
Okay, we've received 2 quotes, one from G&O Supply for the amount of $18,108.72. 18,108.72. And the other one's from Coburn's. Coburn's had it at 19,823.83. 19,823.83. And I've looked at it to compare to make sure that they were the same, and they are equivalent with each other. So the lower one would be from GNO Supply at 18,108.72.
I make a motion to accept the lowest quote.
Motion by CJ,
I'll second.
second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carries. The next is, Sheriff Department items. Approval for sheriff to attend the sheriff's summer conference in Biloxi, June the 2nd through the 6th.
Motion.
Motion by Steve,
Second.
second by Sam. All in favor? Motion carries. Next, approval for sheriff and chief deputy to attend the public safety summit in Flowood, May the 28th through the 30th. Motion by Sam,
Second.
second by Chad. All in favor?
And these will be paying for any registration fees and travel
For
expenses,
travel.
correct?
I think I know the summit's free.
Okay.
There's gonna just be the travel. and stuff.
Just the travel.
Travel on the conference.
Okay, good.
That's good. Approval of $70 reimbursement to Steve Pruitt for renewal of NRA membership requirement for serving as firearms instructor.
Motion.
Motion by Steve,
Second.
second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carried. Next, we have solid waste items. Amend the budget for insurance proceeds and repairs for wrecked garbage truck in the amount of $61,491.01. One truck we hadn't wrecked, we had two to get wrecked.
Motion.
Motion by Sam,
Second.
by Steve. All in favor? Motion carried. Next is Ms. Tamara, tax office, approval of surrender tax bill for March 2020.
I'm at the motion. To approve of that.
He loves that. Oh, that's a hard one.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I'm on second.
Motion by CJ, second by Chad. All in favor? Motion carried.
I have one other before you go on. This is back to the circuit clerk. She'll be attending the Circuit Clerks Association July 8th through 10th and is asking for approval of payment for the reservation, room reservation and the registration fee and travel.
The circuit clerk conference.
Yes. That's correct.
I make a motion for that.
Motion by CJ,
Second.
second by Sam. All in favor? Motion carried.
Hey, Annette,
Yes, ma'am.
also on 1B,
Yes.
could you add in the minutes that is just following, section 2735, 157 to collect that penalty and interest following that law?
That may be in the order.
Okay.
I think it is.
Yes, it is. I can go back.
Perfect. I just want to make sure that was in the
Yes.
minutes.
No.
I'll let you go.
I'm gonna look at it right here.
Sam, that's second.
You copy that.
Okay, thank you.
CJ.
I don't see it listed like that, but I will make sure it gets in there, okay?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, we, need a motion to adjourn till Wednesday, no, before next Wednesday.
I have some, I have some.
Okay,
I just want to figure out something that's simple, okay, if I don't mind. Okay, you'll need some. I don't let this scare you, no, I was just gonna let y'all be on.
All right, we'll hate you no more.
Yeah, the scheme's one of them, you know, they're adding it. Hey, since y'all are such the biggest contributor to our budget, I think y'all need to be aware, and I wanted you to know that we had our first annual, UCDA meeting, putting out the meeting in Carson, and had 432 people there. Terry and Annette were in prison, and I'm so pleased at the community involvement. We had about 50 girls, 25 from the Anchor Club and 25 from the Crown Club, who helped serve. Stephen Bennett and his crew, and we got food from all the people who belong to the UCDA. We had Little House and Nichols and Tallahatchie Gourmet. We used each one of them. It's kind of scary when you bring in food from 3 different sources, but it turned out really well. But I wanted you to see that how much money was taken in and how much, and we made a little bit. And if it's okay with you, I'm going to start sending y'all each month when I get out financial. I said, it's always, just so y'all be aware of what we owe. So I'm going to start, since I have your email address, I send it to our board. And I want y'all to see that. So that's a little update, and I brought you that so you see that your names were listed in the program. We had a governor's jump fair on April the 15th at the museum, and you got the results from that. They said it was one of the best ones they've ever had in North Mississippi, and I was really pleased for the fact that we had 21 employers there. 151 people showed up, plus we had about 154 people showed up to apply or to look the possibility of a job. And you see what the results were is that 96 were offered jobs on the site, and they predict 108 more in the future coming up. So we're going to have some more of those. So apparently need. Something we like is the fact that they send a letter to all the unemployed people to tell them about this job fair and strongly suggest that they come. There's talk in Jackson that when you go to these job fairs and there's a job offered to you, you don't take it, then your benefits may be looked at. I think that should have been done anyway, don't y'all? But, sometimes it takes a while for us to get a little common sense. The other sheet here, this is the CREATE, the CREATE Foundation. They're having a regional update, and I just wanted y'all to be aware of that coming up. And the other thing on the list, very quickly, is in December last year, Cecilia Pullman, the girl that assists me, and by the way, she has resigned to go work for her dad. He paid more money. And I miss her terribly, but we wrote a grant for a little trolley project. I don't know if I mentioned it to y'all before. I have one of our business owners in town said he buys a trolley, and we're working with the museum and trying to get little tours all around the county, like a cemetery tour, a ghost tour, a blues trail tour. And people would come to the museum, they'll buy their ticket, they'll load up on the trolley, go around our county and see what all we have, stop and eat at different places. And so we wrote a grant to the American Heritage, which I believe we awarded last month $20,000 for our project. So we're excited about that. And the business owner said he would match that right now and then finish out whatever we need to buy. So I work with Jill Smith very closely. I think the museum's a great partnership, Union County Museum and us, to work on doing that. Going to Community Garden Grant. We have written for a $250,000 grant. Mr. Jerry Tudor. Do you know Mr. Jerry? A lot of you know Mr. Jerry Tudor. He is very concerned about the fact that we have a food insecurity, and a lot of our senior adults don't have the fruits and vegetables and things that they need. So we've written for a grant. We got a young lady who I was familiar with in Jackson, and she's written for these all over the country. This is what she does. And she's written one for us. Hopefully we'll get that. If we do, this community garden will be built over by the Boys and Girls Club. Cheryl Davis is going to lead that, and Mr. Tudor's going to be our advisor for that. This is something that's been talked about, but what I'm excited about is we want to bring the farmers market back. If we would have a community garden, this could really be the feeding in that we need of that to get that. Just some items for discussion that y'all be hearing more about in new hire for our UCDA since Cecilia's left us. I'm talking Wednesday with our board, but I think there needs to be a new selection process for the UCDA Board of Directors. Personally, I'd like to see each one of you have a representative of your district on that board. Somebody, and be thinking about that, because I think it needs to be somebody who's connected with your area, so that just like these things, your folks need to know about all this. They need to know about a grant and a possible trolley that might be coming through their area, or they need to know about the job fairs. And so I really think there needs to be a representation from each district on our board. So we're going to be discussing that Wednesday. And then a new logo. some of you may have seen on Facebook, but some of folks are offended by this. They think it looks like a West. And so we're going to look at changing that. I think Kitty may help us with that project. We're not sure. So that's very quickly, but I just wanted y'all to know what all we're doing and what's coming down the pipe. And I need to continue to have your support, not only financially, but just your advice and direction. So thank y'all.
Thank you. Okay, Chad made the motion to adjourn for tomorrow. Sam second. All in favor?
So, yeah.
And it's a public facilities grant, and we have to be required to have a hearing before we make the application. And guess everybody's signed the roster, so we're planning on applying for a grant for the Highway 30 Water Association, and up to $750,000 with a 20% match. And of course, the Water Association has agreed to provide the matching funds, the 20%. And we have selected the engineer yesterday as Cook Coggin and Jack Griffith as the consultant and the grant administrator. So Mr. Jack will be is planning on submitting an application. The application has to be turned in by May 16th. So that's basically it. Has anybody got any comments or anything they want to talk about? Gardner Grant? Any of y'all have anything you want to say? Or other than we're submitting the application? Maybe we'll get it. And there's no guarantee we'll get it, but maybe we will. We don't apply, we know we won't. So,
Ain't nobody here.
don't sound like you got any competition here.
Hope not.
So,
Any comments? Any comments or questions?
They need it. Do you know when they'll make a decision on the grant, or is it open-ended?
well, I guess we good.
They're probably do it for sessions out.
Yeah.
It's already.
It's not. They're gonna have to go.
Oh, you're saying when they will make it, like MDA?
We will, yes.
It may be fall. If y'all heard anything on that?
I had.
Somebody told me sometime this late as October.
Okay, so it'll be
And Bonnie Childs told me
several
one time even been late as winter,
Okay.
So I don't know. I know they're real competitive because state's only got so much money and everybody, a lot of people apply for them. So, they're hard to get, I know that, but hopefully we can get something this year. So, anybody else got anything or you want to say, or you didn't have any written comments or anything? We'll put that in the paper.
And no, I haven't heard from anyone by phone or written comments.
Nobody requested it.
Ain't nobody gonna argue about getting more.
Folks need water. We had to put that in
Some
there.
people will.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, can't get it.
That was quick.
Okay,
We know.
so we're good?
So,
We can go home.
you have any comments or anything?
You got any comments you want to say?
say? You signed the roster, ain't you? That much money. That's good profit.
Well, this is not gonna get along.
Did Ben?
No, yeah.
Got you, Andrea?
No, I thought.
If you got his name, I thought you
Got that. I forgot my social security number one thing. Somebody's looking at me like that.
Scared me.
We've asked everybody if they have any comments or anything to say, you know, like everybody here's in agreement, so we've got to move through.
Here's the last one, they pulled out last night. The next one.
So what are we doing?
Like a copy of that.
This is all, and
That's complete.
yes,
So we're.
this includes public